So see, I have heard every single thing you had to say. And I even dared to listen to you at all. But see, certain things are the way they are. Appearance means a lot. You have to be presentable at all. Before anyone else would give you the kind of audience I did. People want to see you looking good. Before you can tell them to feel good. They don't even want to listen to anything possibly you have to say if you don't look presentable enough to them. This is just how the world works.
Does this mean this is how the world should continue to work?
If something is not fine, would you then desire them? Would you want something that isn't glittering?
But wait, all that glitters is not gold. Wouldn't that kill that statement? And you know what, I've never liked the bling blings. It's just never been my type of person. And does it mean, the poor that can't afford to look good shouldn't feel good, and should be all killed? Or should they go and steal just to look good, so that they can feel good? Because they are not as presentable enough in appearance. So they don't stand a chance. If it's indeed right to place appearance above quality.
See, no one, and, I repeat, no one, is ever going to be interested in anything, unless it's presentable enough to their own taste. Are you trying to promote poverty? So do you mean now, that the poor should not want to look good? Are you saying looking good isn't the most important thing in the world?
Are you saying, looking good, is the only way someone can feel good, and so looking good should be of utmost importance?
You know what? Do anything you like. I am really tired of talking to you about the same thing. Every single time, you are forgetting, you need to meet people to work. See, no one would ever want to have anything to do with you. As long as you don't meet that presentable enough appearance. Just forget it. You are not going to move forward with this nonsense. You think if I don't love you, I would waste my time talking to you like this, or ever want to be associated with you.
I am honestly very sorry for spoiling your image, and honestly I am doing everything to relieve you of me, as soon as possible. So you can feel good.
Do whatever you like, it's your life. Just remember, people would say I am related to you.
See, I honestly don't want to embarrass you among your friends. But see, I have grown strong deep habits in isolation. Because I have always been in solitude, I am naturally not cautious about my appearance. My appearance isn't something I ever cared about, but my productivity, and this is why I keep learning new skills to add to my profile. And I am open to learn much more.
See, no one wants to know about all these nonsense. They don't care.
It's just now, not giving a fuck about how I appear, is one of my many bad habits. I don't even have to make an effort to it. I don't just know how to be always cautious of how I appear. So I can appear presentable enough. I am still trying to learn how not to talk to myself in public. You know, I had to leave through a point in my life where I wore just rags. And that period, if you remember, you were so irritated to be seen with me. Because I couldn't afford to get my own kind of clothings as at that time. Your parents would often destroy my kind of clothings, and would never encourage me in my dressing up male. How comfortable I really felt with myself in appearance was never important to your parents, and far less important to you. Because you all always felt you were doing what is best for me, and so I would stop dressing up male if that continued, you guys must have thought. But you see, when I lived through the process of wearing just rags, it had a strong impact on me, as during these period, I had to choose, if I am going to let how I appear be of any importance to me, or kill myself over what is out of my power to change. I didn't work as a child as your parents won't allow me work, so that they can control me. It wasn't in their interest that I was to be independent as a child. I didn't work, yet I had to exist. I wore rags as a result. Everywhere I went, heads would turn, lips would move. I could even hear clearly exactly what they said. Most often it was either I let all that draw me into more depression, or keep pushing. And this is where I lost the very importance of wanting to appear presentable. Because I couldn't do anything about how I appeared then, and the only way for me to keep pushing forward was to ignore them as though they didn't exist. So I would not pay attention to such, nor to anyone who would stare at me or call me all sorts. And soon enough, I had mastered the ability to zone out every single person, and the only people that mattered to me were those I had to actually interact with. And because I didn't put appearance first, I didn't mind doing any dirty job like mechanics, bricklayers, etc. I just put all my focus on, what can I really produce to be relevant? And this is how I have been for years. I am only trying to make you understand the depth of my bad habits.
I have said my own. I am just going to watch and see how this takes you anywhere. I think you are looking for jobs, right? Let's see who would give a fuck about how you look to want to give you a chance.
God, so now I look so bad, that I look like a mad person. Presentable wise, I swear, I didn't ever think it would be difficult to pass as human beings. I don't even think I am human.
See, if really extraterrestrial beings have been on Earth for a long time, it's because even they themselves had to blend in, to be accepted. Imagine, if they higher beings than us can see the importance of being presentable enough to humans, how much you, a nobody in the eyes of the world.
You make a valid point. It's not just natural for me. I have always looked out of place, and just never cared about it. Never looks but characters, quality, loyalty, etc.
Presentable enough appearance is the order of the day.
So this reality is this bad, that, even if presentable enough appearance is fake, it's not important to anyone, even though it is because of these that evildoers continue trying to appear rich at all costs, that promotes evil doings. Even though, still appearance is everything, even when it's clearly lack of love, and promotes the illusion of separation, I would try and be conscious of how I look as much as I can. And assess my progress daily. But you see, I can't look in any way female.
Better still, at least, these days. They are women that appear masculine, and still look good.
I am not female. I am not female that loves looking masculine. At a point I was thinking, you are finally starting to come around. But I guess Egypt wasn't built in a day, nor neither was the Roman Empire.